Section 6.3, Finding Probability Using a Normal Distribution. In our last section, we practiced how to find the probability that a normally distributed random variable would fall within a certain region, which was equal to the area under the curve of the standard normal distribution. So that was using the standard normal curve, but what about areas under other normal curves? So in order to find the area under any normal curve, and therefore the probability, we need to convert our x value to a standard z-score and then use the standard normal curve. Just as in our last section, we're going to have four basic types of probability problems, which is the probability to the left of a certain value, to the right of a certain value, which is greater than, the probability that the random variable will be between two values or lie in between, or the probability that the random variable will be in one of the tails. To build our spreadsheet, we're essentially going to do exactly what we did in 6.2, but we're going to include a calculation for a z-score. So note, I still have the probability to the left, norm s dist, the probability to the right, 1 minus norm s dist. The probability differs by less or is in between, 1 minus 2 times norm s dist. And the probability that it differs more or is outside or in the tails is 2 times norm s dist. The only difference is now I've got an input for a given x, for a given mu, for a given sigma, and then to find the z-score. So this is exactly how we're going to set up our spreadsheet so that we can answer any of the questions in this section. For examples 1 and 2, we have body temperatures of adults are normally distributed with a mean of 98.6, so that's our mean or expected value, and a standard deviation of 0.73. We want to know the probability a healthy adult has a body temperature less than 96.9. So that's our observed value, or the value that we're testing, 96.9, and we're worried about an adult having a body temperature less than that. So that temperature of 96.9 corresponds to a standard score, or z-score, of negative 2.3288, and we want the probability that a z-score would be less than that. So that's 0.0099. For example 2, the probability of a healthy adult having a body temperature greater than 97.6 is going to change our observed value to 97.6, and we're going to be looking at greater than, so 0.9146. For examples 3 and 4, we're still using body temperatures with a mean of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit and a standard deviation of 0.73 degrees Fahrenheit. For example 3, the probability of a healthy adult having a body temperature within 1 degree Fahrenheit of the expected mean. So notice it doesn't give us the actual number, but it says within 1 degree. And that means we're looking for a between value. When we do that, we're looking for the lesser z-score. So I'm going to take the expected mean and subtract 1, which gives me 97.6. That gives me a negative z-score. So the area between is 0.8293. For example 4, the probability of a healthy adult having a body temperature more than 2 degrees Fahrenheit more or less than the expected mean. So again, I'm going to start with the expected mean, and I'm going to take 2 away this time. And this time we're looking for differs by more than 2. So that would be 0.0061. There are 4 final practice for you to try on your own, so press pause and try all of the questions. When you're ready, press play to see how you did. For the first example, a fitness tracker records daily step counts. Over the month, the mean is 8,400, so again, that's expected, with a standard deviation of 1,150 steps. We want to know the probability that a student walks more than 10,200 steps. So that's our observed value, and we would be looking for greater than or more than 0.0588. Next, chemistry exam scores. Scores on a chemistry exam are normally distributed with a mean of 76 and a standard deviation of 8. What is the probability that a student scores less than 65? So our observed value would be 65. We're looking for the probability that is less than or left 0.0846. Next, delivery times. A delivery service has an average delivery time of 42 minutes, so that's the mean, with a standard deviation of 6.5 minutes, so that's the standard deviation. What is the probability that a delivery occurs within 3 minutes of the average delivery time? So we're going to again take our expected and subtract 3, and we're looking for within, which is between, so 0.3556. For example 4, during a workout study, participants' heart rates have a mean of 148 beats per minute and a standard deviation of 12 beats per minute. What's the probability a participant's heart rate during workout is less than 90 beats per minute or greater than 180 beats per minute? So this one is not quite as easy as the last ones, and I can't use anything that I have set up, but I can work this out myself. I want to know the probability a participant's heart rate during workout is less than 90 beats per minute, so I'm going to standardize 90, 148, 12, and I'm going to standardize 180, 148, 12. I can see that those are different z-scores, but what I want is less than negative 4.833 and more than 4.26, I'm sorry, or more than 2.6 repeating. So my solution will be norm S dist, and I'm going to take that's to the left of the negative z-score plus parentheses 1 minus norm S dist, and then the greater z-score, comma 1. Now I could have also done this going back to my 6-2 spreadsheet. Either way, I get 0.0038.